I'm jumping on here. It's Mother's Day. I wanted to somehow connect my mom with my upbringing, what I've learned, things that she's taught me. So I visited her, me and my girlfriend visited her yesterday. We had pho and we connected, all of us connected on this idea that we've come from an immigrant background. Her family, her being my girlfriend's family, came over here in the States and they had a certain level of like a learning curve, gave the best that they could to their children. And as for my parents, same thing. Well, my mom came here and did the best she could. But what was I thinking? I think something my mom has taught me is this being very resilient and persevere. And I'm getting to a point in my life where I'm getting a little bit older. I want to start a family. I want to do all these things. And for so long, I've persevered and I've been resilient to just life and what it does to a person. But I've persevered and, you know, I know I would love to say I'm full-fledged entrepreneur. I remember listening to some guys like an entrepreneur is a person that's able to get a team and basically get that team to work while you sort of manage a different. You're not the one doing the day to day. I'm still the one doing a lot of the day to day stuff. So I guess I'm just a founder, but I guess this is just humbling myself. Anyways, something I think my mom taught me was I think if it wasn't for her having a Kodak camera or a Fuji camera all the time, taking Polaroids, for some reason, maybe that stuck with me. I remember looking at photos when I was younger, like, oh my gosh, you captured this. Where was I? How old was I? All this stuff. And I think that stuck with me as I've gotten older. My mom's also very creative in her own way. I would always see her doodle. She loves to write. So there are traits that for sure come from her. But I think the biggest takeaway is just being able to persevere and resilient. And what you mean, well, I'm just going to be open and share this, is the background of my mom. She left Mexico at a very young age. She worked house to house for very prestigious people in Mexico, doctors, or affluent people, I should say, affluent people in Mexico, doctors, restaurant owners. Uh, this is what she's told me, but she also got, well, I don't know how she's. I'm trying to be, this is living on the internet, so I have to be very mindful of how I talk about my mom. But yeah, there was a point in time where her life was in danger. People were held her captive, and she was a young woman and was mistreated terribly. So somehow, the miracle of God. I think she told me she used to pray. She didn't know what it was. She didn't know. She actually had animosity towards God, but she prayed and she was able to get free and able to escape and go further, and that's how she actually ended up in the United States. But she also sought after something bigger than herself, and that's also another thing that she taught us. She instilled God into our household. She's a huge believer in prayer, and I guess I'm just jumping on here to just pay her a huge respect. Sometimes there are people that are born where both their parents are not living, or maybe they're adopted, or they just had a terrible upbringing with either or parent. I was a child that was fortunate to have a mom that truly loved me, would do anything to keep me alive, put food on the table. She wasn't a, she didn't go out at night. She really worked hard. She still works till this day. I think she's what, I don't want to be wrong in her age, so I'm not going to say her age, but she was born in the 60s. So I owe a lot to that woman, big time, and I just can't believe it. Just in case you want to see what she looks like, let me see if I can find a image really quick here. I think it's just crazy when I'm sitting in front of her. I'm just hearing all these stories about her life and what she's gone through. It still blows my mind till this day. I tell her to write a book, and she says she will, but I don't think she will. I think she would love to. Maybe the book is written in her mind, but that'd be cool if she one day just hands me a notebook and is like, "Here's my book," and I just put it in Chat GPT and make it like super cool. But yeah, she's a strong Hispanic woman, takes care of the family, is extremely loyal, and my father, my stepfather, hurt our family. I mean, he probably won't like this if you've heard this, but this is her when she was younger. Let's see, here she is right here. And she stood by him, just did what God intended for her as a strong woman that wanted to keep her family close. So now, when I have a brother, sister, and myself, but we owe a lot to her, and I just can't thank her enough. I was trying to see if I could find the other video I did of her a long time ago where she just kind of shared a little bit about what she would want for her family, what she would want for her kids. It's okay. But, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, young moms, older moms, passed away moms. And, I just want you to not forget where you come from, no matter how hard it's been. Just learn from it, grow from it, appreciate it. And from one creative person to whoever's watching, just keep doing the damn thing. And happy Mother's Day.